Sound waves reaching the microphone are changed into impulses of electric current.
No need to worry about your pre-recorded music tapes being accidentally erased. It can't happen.
By Bet365.
Time to take your seat. The thrills and spills of the Premier League, and Manchester City are the champions.
And a very good afternoon to you all, folks, and welcome back to Realltom Football. My name is Tom, and I'm going to bring you the watch on today, folks, for Nottingham Forest first to take on Everton in the Premier League. If you do able to stream on the replay, then please do make sure you leave a like on the stream and hitting that subscribe button if you are new. And thank you very much to everybody who has joined us here today. Kick-off is at 2 o'clock. For part one of Super Sunday, we are on 551 subscribers. So keep hitting that subscribe button. Road to 600, and just they've only scored 17 goals this season, Everton. That's a concern for them. But the focus really is on Nottingham Forest. They are on an unbeaten home run, including draws to Chelsea and Man City. Now, of course, the one against Chelsea may well come across as a little bit more disappointing because, Chelsea had a bad season this season, as we all know. The one against Man City, I thought that was a really good result for Forest. Away form, terrible. Lost 4-0 to West Ham, but I just think that Everton won't survive here today at City Ground. And Forest fans, the home fans, are really, really ravenous. There's only one Realltom Football. There's only one Realltom Football. Whoa. Hey up, Flicks. How you doing? How you flicking? And we have got a huge game coming up at 4:30 as well today. So, yeah, and it's Liverpool versus Manchester United. You know it. Liverpool have been woeful. Manchester United are a change under Eric Ten Hag. And all of the action gets underway on 4:30. Manchester United are on the complete and utter turnaround under Eric Ten Hag. They've won the Carabao Cup, and Liverpool are fighting for their own lives in the Premier League and barely scraping top four at the moment. Marcus Rashford is in red hot form, and Liverpool have defensive frailties which are shown in most matches. So, Liverpool versus Manchester United, that all gets underway from 4:30 here on Realltom Football. But for now, our focus is Nottingham Forest, who host Everton, and we're going to bring you the team lineups in a few minutes. Good evening, Kate. Good afternoon, Kate and Jonathan. How are you both doing? Nice to see you in here. Welcome aboard. How are you both doing? How do you feel after the Newcastle result yesterday? So the current time right now is 13:49 in the United Kingdom, and I'm going to bring you today's team lineups. But first, they will be followed by a little look at the results in the Premier League. Ricky's in the house. He says, come on, Everton. Bear with me 1 second, folks. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, folks. Just an unexpected visitor. The United game is not cancelled. No, it isn't. It's not cancelled. It's not cancelled. Right then, so firstly the results. So Manchester City beat Newcastle United by 2-0 at the Etihad Stadium. Goal scorers in that one were Bernardo Silva and Phil Foden. Arsenal in yesterday's game of the day ended up winning 3-2 against AFC Bournemouth. A bit more of a difficult match than I expected. It was a very, very entertaining match. Oh, Philip Billing scored. Well, it says 1 minute there, but it was actually 9 seconds. They doubled their lead through Marcus Senesi in the 57th minute from a corner. And then Thomas Partey, 5 minutes later, struck back for the Arsenal. Ben White got his first goal for Arsenal to equalise. And then Reece Nelson off the bench got the winning goal. And it finished Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 2. Aston Villa beating Crystal Palace by 1-0 after a Joachim Andersen own goal and also a red card for Czech Umadakore after 2 bookings. Brighton Hove Albion beating West Ham by 4-0 with McAllister, Mitoma, Welbeck and co on the score sheet. Chelsea beating Leeds by 1-0 after the winner came from Wesley Fofana. Wolverhampton Wanderers beating Tottenham by 1-0. Through Adama Traore's winning goal. Southampton, after having a penalty saved by Ward, scored a bit later on through Alcaraz, and they finished Southampton 1, Leicester City 0. And it's the first time when there's been 7 fixtures on a Saturday where all the home teams won yesterday, and it's another exciting Super Sunday. And if Liverpool and Nottingham Forest win and Brentford win tomorrow, all of the home sides will have won this weekend. But our focus right now is Nottingham Forest versus Everton, and the team lineups are right here for you right now. First, going into the stats. So it finished 1-1 in the earlier fixture. And before that, back in 1999, Nottingham Forest beat Everton by a 1-0 at Goodison. Were beaten, however, 2-0 before that at the City Ground in 1998. 1997, Everton beat Forest 2-0 at Goodison. And before that, they beat Forest 1-0 at the City Ground in 1996 and completed a league double that season. The form guide backs Nottingham Forest. They have more points and more significant points as well. And Nottingham Forest going off the back of a 1-1 draw over Bournemouth, a 1-0 home win over Leeds, a 2-0 away defeat to Fulham, and a 1-1 draw at home to City, and then a 4-0 away defeat to Man City. So they've claimed in total 5 points from 5 games. For Everton, they have had 2 wins and 3 defeats. A 4-0 defeat to Arsenal, a 2-0 defeat to Aston Villa, a 1-0 win over Leeds, a 2-0 defeat away to Liverpool in the Merseyside derby, and a 1-0 win over us earlier on Sean Dyche's first game as Everton manager. It's 18th versus 14th then, and the lineups are right here. Keylor Navas begins in goal for Nottingham Forest. The back 4 consists of Joe Worrell, Serge Aurier, Renan Lodi, Felipe. In midfield, John Joe Shelby, Jack Colback, Morgan Gibbs-White, Brendan Johnson and Remu Freuler. Leading line is Chris Wood. On the bench, Wayne Hennessy, Nico Williams, Harry Toffolo, Oral Mangala, Jesse Lingard, Ryan Yates, Sam Surridge, Emmanuel Dennis and Andre Ayew. For Everton, they begin with Jordan Pickford in goal. The back four is James Tarkowski, Michael Keane, Ben Godfrey and Seamus Coleman, the captain. In their midfield is Dwight McNeil, Amadou Onana, Abdullah Doucouré, Alex Iwobi and Idrissa Gana Gueye. Leading line is Damari Gray for Everton. And on the bench, Asmir Begovic, Mason Holgate, Yerry Mina, Ruben Vinagre, Connor Cody, Tom Davis, James Garner, former Nottingham Forest man, Neil Maupay and Ellis Sims. It's not cancelled, mate. It's not cancelled. No, it isn't. Sky Sports would have told us. Sky Sports would have said something. You know what I mean? If it was cancelled, Sky would have said something, and they haven't. Where's your source, man? You don't have to tease us. John Joe Shelby, the former Newcastle man, starts today. He's joking, just about to say. Yeah, the game, I don't think it would get cancelled by any means, to be honest with you. Yeah, so can Sean Dyche get his second win in his reign at Everton? Or will it be another defeat for Everton, which sends them closer to relegation? Oh, I remember, yeah. Man United, Liverpool, of course, at Old Trafford in the no-fan season, where fans stormed into the stadium of Manchester United during the Super League claims, protesting because they wanted the Glazers out. And they did not want that game to go ahead. I would have been like. Now, Manchester United did beat Liverpool 2-1 after being defeated 9-0 out of last season's two matches, because it finished 4-0 at Anfield and 5-0 at Old Trafford. 9-0 in total. It was for Liverpool. This season at the moment, Manchester United lead 2-1 after their 2-1 Old Trafford victory over their great rivals, Liverpool. Chimes have changed quickly, haven't they? COVID, and then all of a sudden, bang, we're back out of COVID. Yeah, it's very rare that a game's going to get cancelled just like that. And I hadn't even. There's going to be a minute's silence for those who passed away in the Greek train crash. If you could all please remain silent during this period, that would be most appreciated. Thank you. So a minute's silence for those who passed away in that train crash in Greece, and Forest are under Greek ownership. So, yeah. No, they don't. Not really. Not really, although Mikel Arteta at the moment is, of course, at Arsenal. We're living the title dream at the moment. Top of the league still. And just 12 games away from winning that trophy. If we can stay unbeaten for 12 games or just stay top for the remaining 12 games, the title will surely belong to us. And we'll take away the final game because, of course, that's against Wolves and we know we're going to win that. So we are standing with Ukraine ahead of kickoff and we are underway here at the City Ground for Nottingham Forest versus Everton. I know Mark Goldbridge is just an idiot, though. Let's face it. Mark Goldbridge is an idiot. Yeah, man, I like Lee Gunner, yeah? I listen to Lee Gunner. Lee Gunner spits facts. Mark Goldbridge don't. True fact. Lee Gunner thinks the league's ours. Mark Goldbridge probably don't even know who Lee Gunner is. Yeah, Everton. Their biggest win, I think, was a 3-0 win over Crystal Palace, but they have scored the fewest goals this season, 17. Forest have actually only scored one more than them, and Wolves, they've scored 18. Wolves have scored 19. That is terrible, really, isn't it? Oh, I'd rather listen to Fogden than Mark Goldbridge, and Fogden acts like a bit of a twat as well at certain points as well. But no, Mark Goldbridge, I see his shorts, nonsense. Oh, this team is doing this. All the league title, he's a flipping hype, mate. He's fake. Dwight McNeil for Everton. Caught by Johnson. Will be a free kick on the edge of the box for Everton. Soft, but I can understand it from referee John Brooks. Well, Tarkovsky did score that header against us. Can he score a header early on against Forest? In the 3rd minute here. I actually did a Mark Goldbridge voice today. I have Rob Hawthorne. Yeah. McNeil, that's a poor effort. Welcome in, Ryan. How you doing? Good to see you in here. Welcome aboard. How you doing, mate? It's good to see you in here, Ryan. Studio is working swift today, man, I swear. Sometimes the graphics can be a bit slow, but today they're looking swift. Try to Mark Goldbridge act like a... Oh, Brennan Johnson's down. Nottingham Forest could be in huge trouble here. Oh, dear. This is a massive blow for Nottingham Forest if he's injured. Oh. And this could surely send Everton onto winning ways if he doesn't get back up. Maybe a win today for Everton would surely stop them from getting relegated. Here comes the free kick. Sent into the box towards Worrell. And Pickford slipped. But I think he was fouled by Joe Worrell. Was that good? What's happened to bloody Burnley? I think it has a corner in it, actually. Jack Colback. Does he go on a go for Everton? I hate him for that then. Burnley, leave Burnley alone. Bloody Manchester United. Oh, bloody Manchester United. Eh? That bloody Mark Goldbridge disrespected Burnley. How dare he? How dare he? I'm actually quite enjoying this. 86% back in Nottingham Forest on the poll. No, 75% now out of 9 votes. 22% back in Everton, 0% say a draw so far in the game. Oh, it won't be. Fed by Gay. This is Godfrey coming forward. Shrugged off by Brandon Johnson. Get up. Get up. That's not a foul. Get up. Well, he's a bastard then, isn't he? Yes, I do. Welcome in, Abdullah. How you doing? Good to see you in here. Of course, I remember you. I remember most people who are coming in this final chat. And just so you know, I may be putting a Manchester Mark Goldbridge accent on, but I am not from Manchester. Arsenal through and through. My prediction today for the club that is so-called shit for 3 years is Liverpool 0, Manchester United 4, and Marcus Rashford with a fine hat-trick. I've had enough of that now. I really have to strain myself. Genuinely, he's got such a weird voice. When you try and do it, Godfrey guess it's great. This is a nice move for Everton in the 8th minute. Clipped in via Wobie. Doucouré going for the header. And again, Doucouré. Cleared by Worrell. And that's a foul on McNeil. Penalty, Everton. In 8 minutes, Everton have a penalty. And Michael Carrick could be coming to the Premier League next season. Ooh, and Vincent Kompany. Yeah, no, Vincent. Forget. Could. Vincent Kompany is not could. Is. There is nothing stopping Burnley from getting promoted. There is nothing stopping Burnley from getting promoted. They can't stop. Even if they try to stop themselves from getting back to the Premier League, they can't. They are coming to the Premier League, Burnley. Yeah, just look at that table in the Championship. Yeah, nothing will stop Burnley from coming up. So an early penalty for Everton and a chance for them to take an early lead. There is a VAR check in progress. Checking the handball though. Doucouré. If Doucouré does make contact with hands, the penalty will not be given. Penalty has been given. And another penalty in the Premier League. Demarai Gray has missed one, scored 4. Both 2 of which in the bottom right corner, 2 of which in the middle of the net. Where will he score this one? There's a huge opportunity for Demarai Gray and Everton, and it is down the middle, and a brilliant penalty. Keylor Navas with no chance, and Everton lead at the City Ground inside 10 minutes. He showed real composure with that penalty. Navas dived too early, and it's straight down the middle, down the roof of the net, ripples down the back of the middle of the net. It's a beautiful penalty from Demarai Gray, and Everton have a 1-0 lead. And Sean Dyche's men in blue have the lead against Steve Cooper's men in red. It was a fantastic penalty by Demarai Gray. Composure. The goalkeeper dived too early. It's a fantastic penalty and an example of how you should take a penalty. Yeah. Keep your shoulders strained and look at the goal. Yeah. Don't make eye contact with the keeper. Just look at the goal and place the penalty where you want to place it with power. And when you take a penalty, if the net ripples, it means it's a very good penalty. Yeah. Well, that's one thing to know. If the net ripples, it's a good penalty. Yeah. Always remember that. If the net ripples, it's a great penalty. Aurier and John Joe Shelvey, Chris Wood. Also, I think West Ham are going to get relegated, to answer you, man. West Ham just have not been good enough this season. You know, they've not shown composure. I think Leeds will stay up. In terms of the bottom, I think it is going to be very, very likely that West Ham will go down. I just can't see Leeds going down. I think Leeds will hang in there. I think Everton and West Ham will get relegated because I think that in the end, Southampton will find a way out. I have no doubt that Southampton will find a way out. And it was a huge win over Leicester yesterday for Southampton. So I think that Everton and West Ham will be going down. Do a score prediction fee. 4-0. 1-0 Liverpool. I will do. Tell you what I'll do. I'll do it at half time. Yeah, let me know in the chat below. Is it going to finish 4-0 to Manchester United in Liverpool versus Manchester United, or is it going to finish 1-0 to Liverpool? And will Marcus Rashford get a hat-trick? Found this teeny tiny little fidget spinner. It certainly is small, but those Everton fans are loving it. Yeah, 4-0. Rashford hat-trick. Fred to finish it off. Yeah. No. 4-0. Yeah, no. Doesn't that look good, eh? Does that not look like... That looks really, really good on paper, actually. That. You can't say that doesn't look good. So the action Forest have not really got into Everton's half in the opening 14 minutes. But Aurier takes a throw here. Cut out by McNeil, couldn't keep it in. Nottingham Forest throw. I think Milan will win again for me. Tottenham, I think, Milan will beat Tottenham. Tottenham will go out the Champions League. It's a good header on by Wood. Johnson. It's in behind Godfrey. Gibbs White. Colback comes onto it. Now they move forward. John Joe Shelby. And Worrell. Foul on Worrell. Aurier. Already ready to take the free kick. He made the decision himself. He pointed and then he was like, yeah, it's our free kick. Aurier can be a real character. Welcome in, Shegu. How you doing? Good to see you in here. Hey, aren't you relieved that we won yesterday, eh? Man, 97 minutes it took us, and that's a dangerous punch, really, from Pickford and Gibbs White with the first-time attempts off target. He used to be good, yeah, but I do think it was a bad move for Neil Maupay to move to Everton because I feel like he had a good career at Brighton and he's just thrown it away by moving to Everton because he's not getting that many appearances and he has looked poor. Let's head straight at Aurier. Here's John Joe Shelby. Managed to keep the ball with 2 challenges on him. And now space looks open here with Renan Lodi leading the charge. Gibbs White. Find room for the effort. Team by Colback. And challenged by Wybie once again. Evades the challenge. Keeps the ball. Brings Forest forward. Morgan Gibbs White. Colback. Lodi with the first time cross blocked. Second attempt towards John Joe Shelby and cleared just by Everton, and that has got the Forest fans alive. Yeah, it was a horrible game, but great in the end. Reece Nelson, proud of him because he dug out the 3 points for us. I don't think Pick was a very good goalkeeper anyway, to be honest with you. Wood picks up the pieces. And McNeil. And that is a throw-in. As Brennan Johnson had it taken off his toes. Everton flying in with those challenges. And Forest now look up for it. Yeah, true. It's good for Evan Ferguson. But Maupay looked settled and happy at Brighton. And he's yeah. We got Worrell, the throw in. Gibbs White. Oh, Wood. And in by Johnson. 1-1. A brilliant 18 minutes of football. 2 goals and a quick response from Nottingham Forest. Brennan Johnson has the equaliser. Nottingham Forest 1. Everton 1. I know, yeah, they have improved under De Zerbi, I agree. De Zerbi has put his mindset into the game. They don't look that dissimilar to the way they played under Graham Potter, but they're more sustainable with their form and their results. And that's the reason why they are challenging for top 4 this season. But for Nottingham Forest, that is a great goal. Pickford parried it into a dangerous area. Brennan Johnson there to pounce. And it is 1 apiece. And Forest did have the tails up as soon as they conceded that penalty. They knew what they needed to do. And they're coming to this game with a mentality that they must respond quickly. And they must win. And Lodi with the cross that would have been an instant. That would have been one of the most brilliant comebacks. Instant as well. And it was deflected. So it's going to be a corner. Yeah, came off Tarkovsky. What a lively game at the City Ground, eh? Forest 1, Everton 1, 18 minutes on the clock. 20 minutes on the clock, sorry. Yeah, because no one else will take him, so he has to stay at Everton. Yeah, exactly. And out by Godfrey. It's another corner for Nottingham Forest. Yeah, Gibbs White. It's a good delivery, but no one's there. He's not good for England. That's the thing. Yeah, I would personally prefer Nick Pope. Yeah, I don't rate Nickford at all. And Johnson, John Joe Shelby. Oh, what a ball. Pickford just managed to claim it. Chris Wood was there looking for the tap-in, I think. You know, it was a brilliant response. Mudryk didn't want to play yesterday, I know, because he saw the 07 post. Yeah, 007. No assists, no goals, 7 games. Here's Michael Keane to Damari Gray. Gray took a tumble. He's in distress, but Everton will play on with Idrissa Gana Gay, fed by Iwobi. And cut out by Worrell. Out the throw-in. Colback, sorry. Colback trotted on him. He's still down, Damari Gray. Looks in some discomfort. Boos for Nottingham Forest fans. As Damari Gray gets a helping hand up. Potter in. Iwobi. This looks like a good tack. It's slotted through to Coleman. Looking to pull it across. He's saying he was brought down. John Brooks. Waving away the appeals. He was clipped. VAR will have a look. Did Colback take his angles away? Cool, Coleman, yeah. VAR checking nothing doing though. Gibbs White. Feeding Johnson. Down that right-hand side, looking to fire the ball across. Oh, Johnson blocked. Johnson again. John Joe Shelby into the centre back for John Joe Shelby. Aurier plays it in. Chris Wood in towards Gibbs White and smashed clear. It was a real scramble. Potter's an angry man. Worrell to Serge Aurier. Couldn't get it to Brandon Johnson. It was intercepted by Dwight McNeil for Everton. Back by Brandon Johnson. Going to keep it in. It's Everton ball. Yeah, I know. He's an actor, isn't he? He'd make a good actor, Graham Potter. But no, he's really made himself look like a fool at Chelsea. Watch this game, is what I say, lad, because genuinely this game's all right, man. It's had 2 goals in it. And we've only just hit 25 minutes. Neil. Gray out for the Everton throw-in. In the last 10 minutes, no shots at Everton, 4 for Nottingham Forest, 2 of which were on target. And Forest to dominate the ball. They've had 68%, 22% for Everton. 32%, sorry. I think 30%? Yeah, 32%. All right. You get the second half. Well, you still got a good 20 minutes left of this first half. Get it on, yeah. McNeil was in the way, but Aurier swiftly took it away from him. That's a foul, though. As Idris Garnagay went down. Brilliant. The way he won the foul. Yeah, he got clipped. It's a clear foul. From the second angle. Aurier is not happy with Seamus Coleman. Seamus Coleman's been telling a few porcupines in the eyes of Sergio Aurier. Ball hooked in. And on a goal kick. Here's Aurier. Borrell. Colback. Filippo. And up to Brennan Johnson. And it's taken off him by Decore, won back by Aurier for Nottingham Forest. And now Gibbs White looking to turn away from Onana, but turned himself into trouble. Oh, that's not a foul. Who got the goals? The goals came from Demarai Gray from the penalty spot. And the equaliser was from Brennan Johnson. John Brooks wants to calm the game down, but it's been an energetic first 28.5 minutes. Bloody kids making noise outside. I can hear him. Sodding window. Header on by Keane Decore. It's 2-1. Back in front, Abdullah Decore gets the goal. Big blow for Forest. Just as you thought Forest were going to turn it around themselves. Try and stuff here. Decore makes it 2-1. Yeah, great header from Decore. Hopefully, I think Man United will win 4-0, actually. Kate and Jonathan. Bloody Nora, man, that noise. Sounds like they're in the back garden. Saturdays are nice and peaceful. Sundays, whoa. It's like everyone comes alive on a Sunday. Just seeing the issue. Hopefully, that should clock the noise. I mean, yes, I can say the same about myself, actually. I do come alive more on a Sunday. I'm more lively, I'm more awake. But yeah, I've got slightly less to do on a Sunday, but yep, he is changing it. Everton 2-1. It's been a good game. Forest now have to climb back for a second time. Correct to Iwobi. Went out for the Everton throw, I think. Did it? Did. I mean, Forest throw this time. Freuler. Freuler again. Now John Joe Shelby. And just to go on a gate. It's not going too well at the moment for Newcastle. Three and Shelby cut that out, but back straight away by Drizzy Garner Gay. Now Coleman. For Everton. And one back by Colback for Forest. And Johnson looking to send it to John Joe Shelby. He didn't get the ball right then. For nearly gave it away to Brennan Johnson from the free kick, and Forest have won it back now. He dealt with the danger out for the Forest throw. Taken by Brennan Johnson up to Serge Aurier. And Worrell to Felipe. Well, we don't get to see Forest too often, but when we do, it's usually quite a good showing, actually, of them. City ground. Aurier. And Shelby steps in. The one difficult thing about Forest is the flipping... I tell you, for the overlays, the badge, man. Oh. Yeah, I have to make it white. Because it's see-through. If you know what I mean. It is a weird badge because, like... I mean, you can see I've had to make it white. When Frank Lampard signed for Everton, I was like, yeah, Frank, he did all right at the start. I felt last season Everton ended well up until the point, but, you know, got a good win against Chelsea, you know, had some really good wins at Goodison, but, yeah, it's just started to really, really not feel right anymore at the start of this season. And I think it's a fair second. Shelby Johnson wanted it to roll to him. Caught in the process, no foul, just a throw in. And taken John Joe Shelby. All up to Gibbs White. Felipe kicked that straight out. Oh, it's not great. "25 minutes on the clock. Nottingham Forest 1, Everton 2 is the scoreline. Goals from Abdullah Kore, Damari Gray, and Brendan Johnson. Right again. Well, it'd be another big chance. And the block was made. By, I think, Felipe. Yeah, it was. Shelby couldn't get it up to Brendan Johnson. Cut out by Godfrey. Throw in to Forest. Here's John Joe Shelby for Everton. For Forest. To an NPC team. Who did they lose to? AC Milan.
AC Milan lost to Fiorentina 1-2 in the Italy Serie A match yesterday.
They lost to Fiorentina. What? They can't let Inter win the title. Nah. Oh, no. I can't believe that, man. Milan will definitely beat Spurs, 100%. Might be a boring 0-0 at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but still send Everton through. Still send AC Milan through. Felipe, a 1-0 win would send the tie to extra time. Napoli lost also. Oh, man. I swear Napoli have been leading the league for a while, haven't they? Serie A is quite an interesting league. About Joe Worrell there. Banana plays it back to Iwobi. Wow. They lost 1-0 to Lazio at home. Oh, wait, actually, I did see that result, I think. League table. Napoli still top on what? So Inter on 47 points. Napoli on 65. So Napoli could be winning the league then. In this area. That's crazy, isn't it? Juventus, what does that orange mean? McNeil had an effort. McNeil had an effort. Inter are playing Lecce today at 5 o'clock. Roma are playing Juventus at 7:45. Yeah, that league table. Okay. So yeah, Conference League at the moment, Juventus are going for. In the relegation zone of the Serie A, by the way, 5 minutes to go, are Hellas Verona, Cremonese, and Sampdoria. 50. Yeah, Roma and Atalanta in the Europa League spots. Wood wins it back. Johnson. And then, well, Napoli at the moment are going to win the league, don't they? They're miles clear Napoli this season. Still 5 minutes. First loss, isn't it? Napoli in the last 5. Lazio are up there challenging, but they're not going to get past Napoli at the moment. Although for saying that, Lazio did beat them. Yeah, Serie A is an interesting league. Atletico beat Sevilla 6-1. I'm not surprised, to be fair. Johnson's got by Godfrey. Oh, he needs to be booked, yeah. You Serie A. What if he's... Ooh. Yeah, Serie A looking interesting. The Serie A looks interesting, actually. That's why the free kick delivery over the head of Colback back in by Freuler, who was onto it in Pickford. Scampers and claims. Fenerbahce. The second club is Fenerbahce. They have Sevilla next. Ooh. Is that in Europa League, is it? Europa. I'm going to check the Europa app. Yeah, you've got Fenerbahce have got Sevilla away in the Europa League on Thursday the 9th. We've got Sporting. 5:45 it kicks off. Televising info wise, I'm not even sure about televising actually for it. To be fair. You expect if you got us, man, you'd get battered. You're probably going to get, well, not a decent draw for us. I don't really want to be playing Sporting on Thursday at the Estadio Jose Alvalade. So in the 44th and a half minute, 23 seconds of normal time left with a free kick here, which is delivered well towards Wood, who was climbing. Callback was there, but Everton clear their line through Anana. Now Drizzy Gay. Decore to Anana. Decore out wide to the left. Nice free by Abdullah Decore. Plays it across. De Grey has the shot. Blocked by Gibbs White. A crucial block by Morgan Gibbs White. Tarkowski retrieves it for Everton. 2 out of minutes. And Valencia in 20 matches has 23 goals and 4 assists. There's the cross sent towards Alex Iwobi. Forced out of the 18-yard box, but does get the ball. Looking to get the return from Decore. An interception made by John Joe Shelvey. Gibbs White seeking Brandon Johnson, who made the run forward. Into the line through Iwobi. Still around 40 seconds left, but I think this might be it for the first half. Just under 30 seconds now. And Everton having one more attack through Damari Gray. Navas claims, and now Forest may have a chance to attack in the latter stages. First half, closing stages, I should say. Ori out wide, last chance. All sent over the top. And at half-time whistle is blown. And a penalty. Gave Everton the early lead. Which was slotted away brilliantly into the middle, and the net rippled, which is always a good sign of a penalty. Good sign when you take penalties. Brandon Johnson with the equaliser. Abdullah Decore re-established Everton's lead at the City Ground. And Bournemouth, I think Bournemouth are going to go down now. Well, yeah, but it was a good thing for them to put on a 2-0 lead. You know what I mean? That would have been absolutely embarrassing if we'd have lost that. Although, they did bottle a 2-0 lead against Spurs. For saying that. True. Right, we're going to take a bit of a break then. Now I'm going to go and get a drink because I am thirsty. When we come back, I will be analysing that first start at the City Ground with Everton leading 2-1 at the break. Don't go anywhere. We're back in 2 to 3 minutes.
By Bet365.
Time to take your seat. The thrills and spills of the Premier League, and Manchester City are the champions.
by Bet365.
Time to take your seat. The thrills and spills of the Premier League, and Manchester City are the champions.
Back after the short break then, folks. Everton leading 2-1 at the break, and let's get into the analysis. So, yeah, Everton got off to a fairly bright start. Forest didn't really have many shots. I felt a bit sorry for Forest as well, and they conceded the penalty in the 8th minute. Everton scored it spectacularly. Damari Gray, brilliant penalty into the middle and the top of the net. Rippled as well, brilliant penalty by Damari Gray. Equaliser was pretty much a tap-in, but a well-worked tap-in. Brandon Johnson. And then Everton retaken the lead through Abdoulaye Doucouré. But let's not forget, we've still got a big game on our hands coming up on Super Sunday. It is a brilliant game coming up at 4:30 between Liverpool and Manchester United. It really is such a big rivalry between these two, and Manchester United really can batter and destroy this frail and weak Liverpool side at Anfield. Next on Super Sunday. So there you go then. That is what we have at 4:30. I've just put the poll thing up. So vote the score. Liverpool. So will it finish Liverpool 0, Manchester United 4? Or will it finish 1 apiece? Yeah. I think it's there. One 0 says Flicks. 1-0. He says 1-0. So yeah, 1-0. So there's one. Officer Tommy thinks that Weghorst will score the second goal. I don't know. Well, And Flix is saying 1-0 Darwin Nunez on the score sheet. Who fancies an after 8? I do. Can I open the window again? Can I open the window again? Can I open the window again? Oh, yes, I can. Where's my after 8s? Drink. I think it's for her. Should I? She's so. He's all right. I mean, sometimes he. I mean, we don't. Arsenal have a good record against him, but I don't think he's that great of a manager. I think Everton will still get relegated inevitably, really. But yeah, I know these are meant to be for after 8, but yum, bloody yum. Minty. Tottenham and Man United. So we've got a game. I've got a little bit of a game for you. You guys are going to guess the commentator from yesterday with this absolutely world-class commentary from...
Welcome to Bet365 Live Casino, where you play on real tape.
So yeah, if you guess the commentator... If you guess the commentator, the next time Josh goes live, I will personally gift a membership. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Someone should guess that. Could you hear it? I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No one could guess. I'll play the rest of the clip for you so you can maybe get a bit more of it. Any more guesses? Well, I can tell you the answer. It is Seb Hutchinson. Glorious for Arsenal. Oh, that is... Oh. Okay, here's another one for you. Who was yesterday's commentator for Southampton versus Leicester City? She was a woman, but what was her name? I'm going to start the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. No one guessed it? Well, the answer you were looking for is Pin Meulenstein. And finally, who was the commentator for Manchester United? Or what was his name of the commentator for Manchester City versus Newcastle? And you have 10 seconds. Starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. No. No, it's not Peter Drury. It was, of course, Darren Fletcher, BT Sports main commentator. So that means that zero gifted memberships will be issued to Josh's channel. And nobody got anything correct. The commentators you were looking for were Seb Hutchinson, Pin Meulenstein, and Darren Fletcher of BT Sport. The answers that were given were Clive, Sarah Una, and Peter Drury. All of those answers were unfortunately incorrect. But have a try next time. For next weekend. And you have to get your commentator knowledge up. Give me football questions. I will do. Okay, here's a question for you. Who was the man who scored the first ever goal in the ever football match? You fire that across. He doesn't know. Fred Dewhurst. What was the first ever football match? It was Scotland versus England in 1872. And speaking of Scotland, we do have on the 8th of April Celtic versus Rangers on our calendar. 8th of April. That will replace a 12:30 kickoff. Here's Felipe. So yeah, I can confirm that on the 8th of April, we will be doing Celtic versus Rangers as an oppose to Manchester United versus Everton on Saturday, the 8th of April. Or was it Rangers 1769? My Google ain't that good. But no, 8th of March, 8th of April, instead of Manchester United versus Everton, we will be at Celtic Park for the third Old Firm of the Scottish Premiership season. And the games after that will be we'll be doing, I think we'll do Wolves versus Chelsea or Tottenham versus Brighton, and then Leeds Crystal Palace. But yes, we will be doing the next Old Firm, because when they're at Celtic Park, I'm interested. I don't do the derbies at Ibrox, as a lot of you know, because some people came and you were like, "Why haven't you done the Old Firm?" Yeah, because a lot of people started to get attracted from, because I did the one at Celtic Park, and people were like, "Why aren't you doing the one at Ibrox? Why are you doing this 12:30 kickoff?" And I was like, "Soz." But no, the next Old Firm I will be doing. Only one player booked so far in the game. 2-1 Everton, the scoreline remains. I've never seen that for official before. Never seen him before. And we'll do a none. John Joe Shelby. Morgan Gibbs White. Ooh. Bit scrappy again. Simmering match. Let's keep the ball out. Yeah, the rest of the Premier League season does look interesting. Be exciting when the next televising this comes out, actually, because, you know, I can't wait to see how the fixtures are all arranged, what will happen towards the end of the season. I can remember there was one game week where most of the games were played on a Sunday. Neil is booked. And also the final day has been switched up to 4:30 kickoffs as opposed to the traditional 4 o'clock, which is really confusing. I need to keep that up, don't I? Rain, Lodi. Yep. Ball back forward towards Gibbs White. Gibbs White with the ball across then. Shelby had a hit, had a pop. Corner off Tarkovsky. Gibbs White to take it. Johnson. Quite a bit of weight on that. Yes, I'm getting this information from Man United here. The current campaign to the Sunday 28th of May, as always, 10 matches will kick off concurrently in order to maintain fairness across the division. Yep. This year's fixtures begin at 4:30 British Standard Time, which is half an hour later than in the previous 4 seasons, when the closing day games have got underway at 4 o'clock. Don't need to see that bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's not really a lot of information, but just play at 4 o'clock. I don't see how the World Cup can. He squared up to Loddy there. It's going to be another yellow. Yeah, Demarai Gray's going to get booked. Read this on corner. Got to be careful now because they've got 2 bookings. It won't be. Oh, was he caught? No. Not for me. Loddy. It's a really dangerous tackle by James Tarkovsky. He might have to go off the pitch. Wild tackle that. VAR probably going to have a look. That was. Ooh. It's a high one. Yeah, to be fair, it isn't that dangerous, but it did look horrible. But the colour could have been red then. Shelby. Johnson and cleared away by Keane, poked clear by Keane. Ran and Lodi is shown the yellow card as well. Dangerous by Felipe. Navas out there to deal with the danger for Forest. Call back to Shelby. The Forest fans are making more noise. Yeah, straight at Pickford. Do you know the yeah? Blimey, 580 billion is Newcastle's net worth. Wolves are worth 6. Well, Watford aren't even worth much either. They're only worth about 120 million. Godfrey. Shelby. Norwich are worth less, though. They're only worth 30 million. Brighton are worth a bit, 1.3 billion. Tony Blumans then. Villa are worth 12.7 billion. We're worth 10.7 bill. Here's Worrell. Liverpool's net worth, if we go find Liverpool, they're worth only 3.6 billion. Tom Werner and John Henry own Onana was caught. Gibbs White consoling him. Some of the stuff you find on Quora. Well, Onana's still limping a bit. Should be alright. Greenwood decision made by England boss Southgate and United verdicts. Mason Greenwood will not play for England as long as Gareth Southgate is manager as forward. Waits decision over Manchester United future. So at the moment, can't play for England. Yeah, his charge was wrongly dropped. I can see why. Yeah. Greenwood hasn't played a single game since January. Yeah, that's right. Just getting all this news on Twitter now. And Coleman, that's definitely a foul on Freuler. Definitely a foul. Just holding him, pushed him down to the ground. It's a free kick always. He's also turned down an approach to play for Jamaica, who qualifies to play for on his mother's side. Yeah. Fair enough, just end his career, yeah. So he will not be selected. Yeah. Wood. Gibbs White ahead of him. Gibbs White, lovely movement. Find a way around Coleman. Foiler gets the cross in towards Shelby, cleared by Godfrey. Morrill. Go back and Gibbs White couldn't get there. Everton cleared their lines. It's up to Damari Gray. Thwarted by Worrell. It was a good intention. And it's going to be a throw in to Everton. Wood and Merson claims the Premier League title will be Arsenal City with the next 3 games after. Right. Oh, Easter Monday. Oh, yeah.
The manager, etc., etc.
Got a little bit of league on, haven't you? Can I confirm? Varane. Who's Litcher? We'll start the game. It's all my games. Right. Oh, I'd take Saka always, man. Out of Foden. Lipe. Who has more what? This is a little prime video quiz. Who has more European Cups or Champions League titles? I'm going to say Liverpool. Yep, I was correct there. Who has more Premier League goals? Manchester United. Yep. Who has more Premier League titles? Again, Manchester United. Yep. Who has more League Cup titles? Liverpool. Who has more Premier League goals from penalties? Ooh, I'm going to say Liverpool. Yeah, I'm correct. Oreo. Who has more Premier League away wins? Manchester United. Yeah, I got all those correct. Woo! I'd take Rashford over Salah. Nowadays, prime. Alessandro Martinez, I see. Got, yeah. Good morning to you, Cita Duran Garcia. Here in Mexico, sunny days as per usual. I will enjoy the game with you. Thank you very much for joining us today, Zita. Hope you have a lovely morning. Yeah, sun and shine in Mexico as always for Zita Aurora Duran Garcia. Yeah, it's all right, man. I was just like, who's Litcher? You know, I'm not a United fan, don't forget. Here's Aurier into Brandon Johnson. There's still time for Forest. And it's in towards Gibbs White, takes it down. And that is a waste. Because now Iwobi's on the counter-attack. It is an interesting relegation battle indeed. 2-1 Everton, the scoreline is at the moment. And here's Damari Gray. Picked off. Now Felipe. Shelvey. Straight at Manil. Bot comes back though for John Joe Shelvey. Well, can Jordan Ashman send the game out, or will Everton or will Forest find the response? There's about 22 minutes to play. Just under. All the team lineups are about to come out for Liverpool versus Manchester United. We'll wait for them to come on Sky. Yeah, the big match. 2 minutes time and then the lineups are out. Neil. And one back. Johnson with the cross. Away. Picked up by Renan Loddy. Looking to get around and away from Iwobi. He's sort of done that. This is Felipe for Nottingham Forest. Thriller, last touch off Anana. Throw in. But first, there's going to be 3 substitutions, which might, I think the frame has to be retaken. And Jack Colback. It's going to come off here for Everton, for Forest. And Fruella also to be withdrawn. And he's going to be replaced by Emmanuel Dennis. Chris Wood is also on for, is coming off for Andre Ayew. And Ryan Yates is the man who replaces Jack Colback. Yeah, they have got some tough games coming to Everton next month. In the next month, yeah. They've got... So for the remainder of this season, they've got Brentford next at home. And then they've got an away game at Chelsea. Then they've got Spurs at home. Then they've got Man United away. Maybe start it through there. Then they've got Fulham at home. Then they've got Crystal Palace away. Then they'll play Newcastle at home. And then Leicester away. So yeah, some tough games coming up. I do think they'll get relegated, Everton, and there's still time for Forest to even find an equaliser here. Does he go on again to the core right? Warby slips that through. And Drizigana Gay looking to play it across. And an important block in there. Now Dennis feeds Gibbs White. There's space here for Forest. Gibbs White has options left and right. Looking to slide in Johnson. Well read though by Michael Keane for Everton. And here they are, the team lineups for Liverpool versus Manchester United are out on the Premier League app and PremierLeague.com as well. Yeah, Conte's got to go anti for Tottenham. He's not doing a good enough job. Yes. Also, if you're a Manchester United or Liverpool fan, the lineups will be available on your Clubs app as well. Or if you want to wait until we go live for that game, no problem. And well, Dennis, too easily picked up by Iwobi. And now Decore, back for Alex Iwobi. He's made a brilliant run. Will get past Worrell. Shrugs him off, Dennis. He gets past as well. Decore for McNeil. It's Decore in support. McNeil. And the corner is given. Go ahead, Everton. It was brilliant work there by Alex Iwobi. It was a good run. As he dispossessed Emmanuel Dennis. And then he plays it to McNeil and he digs out a corner. Well, there's the corner that Everton are in as well. All packed in there. Gray's corner, not a great one. I think Fraser might be telepathically read me. He's brought out the team lineup. So it's Alisson in goal for Liverpool. No. We're starting off with Manchester United. David De Gea begins in goal. I'm just going to go with this. Martinez, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Fred, Casemiro, Rafael Varane, Diogo Dalot, Anthony, Shaw, and Wout Weghorst. On the bench, Heaton, Maguire, Terra Malacia, Wan-Bissaka, McTominay, Savitzer, Elanga, Garnacho, and Sancho. For Liverpool, Alisson begins in goal. It's Alexander-Arnold, Konate, Ibrahima Konate, Virgil van Dijk, Andrew Robertson, Fabinho, Jordan Henderson, Harvey Elliott, Mo Salah, Darwin Nunez, Cody Gakpo. On the bench, Kaheem Kelleher, James Milner, Roberto Firmino, Jones, Diogo Jota, Tsimikas, Carvalho, Matip, and Bajcetic. There you go. Anfield is getting packed. And it's a huge clash. Luke Shaw does start. Whether he'll be centre back or not, I'm not sure. But Luke Shaw is in the starting level for Manchester United. Jordan Shelby plays the ball in. And now gives White. Felipe Johnson. Chance of Brennan Johnson. It's 2-2. And it's a brilliant finish again by Brennan Johnson. Nottingham Forest to back level. With 77 minutes on the clock. Forest 2, Everton 2. From 1-0 down to 1-1, 2-1 down to 2-2 for Nottingham Forest. And another composed finish by Brennan Johnson. He just chips it into that top corner, doesn't he? Johnson's the rescue for Forest. Could they go on for the win now? was out of nothing as well. But fair enough. Credit to Johnson as well for that finish. It's a calm one. Top bins. Chipped it. Beautiful. Dano's at right back, is he? Ball sent over the top again for Johnson. Gibbs White takes it down. It's a foul on the edge of the box, isn't it? And by Nana. That's not. Felipe was, but well, it was a foul by Felipe, says John Brooks, but was that not? He does launch himself. Yeah, he does catch him. Fair enough. He's at left back, is he, Luke Shaw? It's his first booking. I think it's his Forest debut, isn't it, Felipe? Costa goes on the stretch. Couldn't keep it in. Goal kick. From John Joe Shelby. Force for Drozigana Gay. It's a good tackle by Aurier. It's a really good tackle by Serge Aurier. But the referee's pulled it back. Well, Johnson grabs him. Aurier is furious, though. You don't know what you're doing as the champion of Forest fans, and well, these two know how to concede goals late on. Yeah. It's clear by Yates. Back towards Nana. No, he's not a foul. Felipe. For Nottingham Forest. And Gibbs White. For Andre Ayew. Plays it. Oh. It's towards Gibbs White. Brennan Johnson went down. And Everton survive. And just through the headphones, you can hear how noisy it is in the City ground. Just imagine the atmosphere in there. Will be a throw-in to Everton. Felipe stepped in, plays it to Andre Ayew. It's a good run. It's a good save, and Johnson just slips, I think. So nutmeg, but parasitic Pickford. Here's Seamus Coleman for Everton. Might fall from McNeil. Good defending back there by Yates, who cleared the danger in the nick of time. Pulled it across. It's a Dressagana gate. The pieces shrugged off by Emmanuel Dennis cleanly. It's a good tackle by Keane to win it back. And Aurier stood his ground once more to win the ball back for Nottingham Forest. This is Emmanuel Dennis. Andre Ayew brought down by Nana. It's going to be a free kick to Nottingham Forest. Well, Is that a foul by Emmanuel Dennis? If John Brooks couldn't see that, I mean, it does look like it's a foul. Play goes on, and the foul is given against Andre Ayew. But whether there was an early foul, you know, should John Brooks have given it? But obviously, it's not something for VAR to intervene with, you know, but the Everton fans are not happy in that away end at all. Shelby's corner at free kick. That's the header. Heenan. Wobie clears it away. This is Brennan Johnson. Brilliant run by Brennan Johnson right across. Saved by Pickford. And I think there might be appeals to handball. It's pinball stuff. Dennis with the cross in. Fullback was going for it. Falls for Yates on the clearance. Forest want the win. Gibbs White. Johnson. Oh! Went right across the front face of that goal. Whether he's going to the top corner or not, it was close. I'm hearing that Forest could be bringing on Jesse Lingard at some point. Well, is he on the bench, Jesse Lingard? That's the question. Comment. Yep, he's on the bench. Well, second half stats. Forest had 4 shots, 2 on target. And Everton had 1, and it was off target. Much better second half from Forest. Navas fires it clear and forward towards Andre Ayew. Foiler was not fouled. Raya picks out. Gibbs White, who was caught in a tangle. And Felipe will head it back to Keylor Navas. I am live. YouTube's just reminding me I'm live in 30 minutes. Thanks. Gibbs White will gently roll out for the Forest throw. He's taken a whack there, hasn't he, from Godfrey on the back of the head. Ooh, painful. Be right, though. He's a tough lad, Brennan Johnson. He's also dangerous. Because when he shoots, you think, oh, is he going to go in? No, he is a dangerous player for Forest. He plays it back to Keylor Navas. Still 4 minutes of normal time. Here's Felipe. Cut out by Keane. Played to Iwobi. Straight at Felipe. And Forest clear their lines. Ran loading this angle from a Drezagana Gay ends up getting fouled. Then Lodi pulls him down again. Forest throw. Now. Well, Neomope is getting ready for Everton. He's getting stripped now. Worrell gives White's header. Andre Ayew. And smashed clear by, as a matter of fact, Dwight McNeil. Forward by Worrell. Free. Here again. Well, Dennis gets his head to it. By Keane. Iwobi. Decore, nice touch. Into Iwobi, beautiful touch. Alex Iwobi for Everton. And brilliant cover by Yates. And throw into Everton. It will be with 88 minutes on the clock. Iwobi has been showing positive. These runs and he does look dangerous. And here comes the substitutions then. It's a bit of a triple change, I think. Iwobi and Gray off. Davis and Mope on. Coleman for Tom Davis. Felipe fought him, and in fact, that's a free kick to Forest. Tom Davis must have caught Felipe there. Aurier. Ayew. And here's Imam. Here's Brennan Johnson. Dennis. Cleared away for a throw-in. Five additional minutes. At City Ground, Joe Worrell. And Everton's throw it will be just trickled out. Well, 4 points separated these two for the match. And as things stand, that will be the way it is at the end as well. No foul on Mope there. Davis keeps the move alive. Corner. Everton. Block made by Worrell. Keenan. Shelby. In the end, it's going to be Forest's free kick with three of the five added minutes remaining. Skiing. It was going to get booked, I think. Just trying to take free kick. And fires that across and Worrell. Good defending. She's going to go to Tom Davis. Great tackle by Emmanuel Dennis, and Tom Davis pulls back at Emmanuel Dennis. He's going to get booked. No, Tom Davis is going to get booked. Yeah. Caught on the ball. Pulls Emmanuel Dennis back. Then puts his arm on Emmanuel Dennis's neck. I can see why. He's been booked there. Was the first header cleared by Godfrey. Aurier tries a shot. Brandon Johnson. Now or never for Forest. The goalkeeper might as well come up. Kaylon Evans. So it's a foul throw. It's going to finish 2-2. Full-time whistle. Forest 2, Everton 2. And the difference does not change. Everton took the lead twice. Penalty in the 8th minute. Damari Gray slotted it away beautifully. The equaliser from Brennan Johnson was a tap-in. They retaken the lead, Everton. Before the break, through Abdullah Decore, and the equaliser comes from Brennan Johnson. And that's how it finishes at the City Ground. Right, I will see you all at 4:15. Thanks for watching, and see you in 20 minutes. Bye-bye.